is an American?
America. The new dawn of American leadership.
Children of America.
America's security.
And America. And are we doing a good enough job teaching our children what America is and what she represents in the long history of the world?
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. On July 4th, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed and gave birth to the United States of America. The foundations of our nation, this revolutionary document stressed the ideas of democracy, freedom, and equality. But what do we think it means to be an American?
Indeed, countless testaments reveal that the U.S. was the golden haven for the American dream, where liberties and opportunities were ensured for all, not oppression.
In America, powerful figures such as Abraham Lincoln and Andrew Jackson, who were born relatively poor, rose up and became presidents. In America, immigrants such as Vietnamese Americans after the horrible aftermath of the Vietnam War can achieve freedoms and opportunities once denied to them, their qualities of lives increasing astronomically. However, F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby proposes a different reality. Attempting to rise and achieve means to beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. As hard as they may try to attain higher status, the poor, such as the character Wilson, are fated to remain in their current station. Thus, the American dream is more of an illusion rather than a reality due to the lack of total equality and freedom in the U.S.
Slavery festered like a blemish on the young teenage face of America until 1865. Even after America matured, grandfather clauses, poll taxes, and Jim Crow laws kept African Americans in a state of disenfranchisement, and a cycle of poverty and inferior treatment still denied the freedoms they were supposedly endowed.
Deeply embedded racism and discrimination tarnished the American image for centuries after we abolished slavery. In contemporary years, a study done by the National Bureau of Economic Research found that simply having an African American sounding name makes it harder for those individuals to find a job. How can a nation that promises freedom and equal opportunity bar its citizens from employment simply because of their name?
Extending beyond American-born citizens, immigrants are often discriminated against and kept from achieving the dreams cultivated by American promises. The Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882 and Executive Order 1966, which incarcerated Japanese Americans into concentration camps during World War II, displays our inherent paranoia against immigrants, viewing them as dangerous foreigners who threaten the natives' culture and jobs instead of crucial assets to the melting pot America supposedly is.
Today, history repeats itself as internment camp survivors protest against the incarceration of women and children from Central America at the South Texas Family Residential Center, which Satsuki Aina felt was the perpetuation of the inhumane treatment of innocent human beings. Instead of a melting pot that promised equality and freedom, the U.S. has instead given rise to a more singular culture lacking complete liberties and equality.
While aspiring for the idealistic standard that the U.S. is the greatest, most free and equal nation, we have, in turn, feared change out of arrogance of our supposed superiority, ironically rejecting the diversity, whether in gender, skin color, or race, that makes us great and rendering it invasive, and in doing so, denying full equality and liberties. Paradoxically, America advertises the American dream while breeding conditions where a dream is achieved not because of the U.S., but in spite of its injustices. What does it mean to be an American then? In the past and continuing into the present, paradoxical disillusionment.